Part of our story. It's titled Imagine You're Zinc Blue. That was one of my brother's many aliases because my brother thought he was like one of the Wu-Tang or something. He had like 6 aliases. Alright, so imagine you're zinc. Picture a beautiful sunny summer day in the Bronx of New York City, with a family so large, larger than the combination of the Brady Bunch and the Cosbys. Now, your family is so large, you've got 6 grandmothers. So you know how good the food at the cookout must have been. The taste so close to sin with so many flavors, your taste buds would have thought they were having an orgy on the day they lost their virginity to a plate of my mother's arroz con pollo. Going, you imagine you have a second stomach. So you can stomach the idea of what an almost perfect family we were. Imagine having 4 sisters, 2 brothers, but you were really close to one. The one you grew up with. The one you shared a bed head to toe with. The one you used to fight over cereal with. The one you used to fight over which Saturday morning cartoons you was going to watch with. The same one who was there when Pops left. The same one who years later you disconnected with. Only to find out that when you reconnect again, he kills himself. Now, you can imagine life's episodes of happy days for me and my family were over. And you can imagine the seasons changing in the weather, because whether you like it or not, the rain became synonymous with his downfall. His fall of the 225th Street Bridge. His uprise 3 days later floating above Harlem's water. So imagine having to identify your brother's body in an autopsy. Imagine having to tell mommy and daddy in a room full of your family that their baby is gone. Imagine the closed casket. Because coming face to face with a face that had been disfigured by God's fish in the Hudson River was something no one in the room wanted to confront at face value, or imagine what it was like to go back to his room for the last time, only to sense the stench of death in the atmosphere. Imagine you were there going through his clothes like you were picking cotton in the field because you felt like a slave to your own guilt. Imagine the pain I felt. Imagine how I was supposed to search for hope. Imagine all the tears that I held back so that I could cope with the loss of my only brother. Fuck that! Imagine the turnover, the spiritual mutation that allowed me to speak to millions when his spirit entered my tongue, his gift that lives in me, my scream, his exhale with all his breath, igniting each syllable. Imagine me being capable of changing one person with one poem, of the mothers that have cried on my shoulder, the street soldiers that are willing to put down their weapons, and any other person in this room who's willing to listen to a kid whose screams in this life were never loud enough. That's why I'm proud to be the one who is carrying his new voice. I am the spirit of my brother Zinc Blue in new flesh. And together, someday proudly we'll both fade to black. Because a life without his gift of poetry, I can't even imagine that. Thank you.